Welcome to the Flip and Disc YouTube channel. I'm your host, John Karwacki. Today we are out here doing World Champion Eric McCabe's Field Goal Challenge. I'm here at Town Creek Park. I couldn't have picked a worse day to do it. I don't really have any place with lines, so we've got some random discs down here to mark off the goal line in every 5-yard increment. But the Field Goal Challenge is goal line to goal line every 5-yard increment. You make a field goal, you move back. You've got 30 minutes to complete it. So once again, I said this is the Field Goal Challenge, or what I like to call how many throws an old guy can get in 30 minutes, because I will likely not make it all the way to the goal line and make field goals. So I'm going to start here. I've got judges and pures. They're mostly all different. I've got a couple pairs in there. I got a couple nice pures up top in the Combat Ranger bag. I've also got bounties, which I know will get me back to the 50-yard line, maybe back as far as the opposing 40. And then I've got EMAC Truce on the bottom, including a Lucid X. I've got EMAC Truce down there. And then I don't have a particular driver that I'm most comfortable with, so I'm going to be throwing a bevy of things. The Sapphire will be one of the drivers that I'm probably going to be relying on. I got that sweet Sapphire there. It's a great disc. I've got some swords. I've got some trespasses. I got some really cool hand-eye supply trespasses. I've got some beat-in raiders. I got a lot of different things I'm going to throw, trying to get back to that opposite goal line. So wish me luck. We're going to get started here in just a minute. All right, I'm going to get my starter here to start the timer. Wasn't very loud. Goal line's easy.
In.
field goal.
I've been looking at that.
All right, I'm out.
Where were you at? The yellow one?
No, it's the big one.
Big one.
Big one.
35.
That should be a 35. Pull
Yeah,
on 5,
the first
10,
red
15,
one is
20,
25.
35. Opposite 35-yard line. So this is 75 yards then, right? Because it's 65 yards to the end zone and 10 more yards back. I can try that havoc. I don't think it's gonna make it, but so I'm at 75 yards. So I made the field goals at 210 feet. That was the set, yeah, 70 yards. So I'm at 75. go eat them up. We're back at the 20. Alright, so my timekeeper says I got about 7 minutes. It probably took me 3 to walk back up here. Oh, I probably got somewhere in the neighborhood of 4 or 5 minutes. Shout out to Eric McCabe for taking it easy on the AMs, especially the old AMs like me. This is actually a little bit further than I thought I would get. I didn't think I would get back to the 20-yard line, the opposing 20-yard line. 30 was figuring my max. So I'm at the 20, so still trying to get back to that goal line. Trying to flip over the mall. Heads up. 4. A lot more turn than I thought I was going to get on it. That's not high enough.
I don't know. Okay.
It turns nice, but it's not high enough. Sapphire.
You're right.
I'm just mixing it up. Just grab whatever it feels good. It's Gold Line Saint. I'm all over the place right now. Boo! How you doing? Just to make sure you're still there. So I love doing this challenge. I will say that you may have noticed that in addition to my leaving my cones at home, which would have made this a little bit more visually appealing instead of just checking out the depth, I forgot my angle of release as well. So I had a little trouble. One of my biggest flaws is, especially when I'm going for power, is nose up. So in my reach back, I generally reach a little bit lower. Then when I follow through, even worse if I don't follow completely through and let my left side carry around my right and fully rotate, it's a lot of nose up. So that makes everything more overstable, and then you get a headwind, and that makes it even more overstable, and that's generally a distance killer for me. Some of these shots, I don't mind being 3 feet off the ground for 280 feet, 290 feet. With any luck, 300 feet. When you're aiming at a target that is 24 feet wide and then 10 feet high, you're talking smaller than Circle 1 as a target landing zone, as well as the height. And I'm not ordinarily worried too much about being at least 10 feet high at the end of a long flight. So this definitely was a huge challenge for me. I will say that the last disc that I used here to make a field goal, which was at the opposite 25-yard line, was a misprint Lucid double stamp captain. I liked it. It's still a little bit too much of a high speed for me. I also threw several swords. I had like 4 of those in the bag today that I have never thrown before either. At least not much. I've thrown it once or twice. One of them I haven't thrown at all. But they did grow on me, and being at 11 speed probably is where my maxed power needs to be. If I had to do this again,
I'm going to do this again. I'm definitely going to try this again. I didn't throw any Explorers, and I think that was a key miss on my part. I should have definitely gone with a 7-speed. I probably could have made some of these field goals at 25, 20, the opposite 15. I probably could have made some of those. It's lower speed. I don't have to generate as much power. They're comfortable in my hand, and if I wouldn't have forced it, I'd force a lot of throws. Another thing is it made me watch.
Oh man!
That was just a shame right there. I did actually hit the soccer goal crossbar a couple times, and that was about 6 or 7 feet in front of the goal, and then again it's only 8 feet high, so not quite reaching, but kind of almost getting there. But in order to do the throw counter, I was forced to manually change that number, which meant I had to watch my throw frame by frame, watch where my reach back was, watch where my footing was, and that was really eye-opening for me. So in addition to being sort of a break, it was like getting field work. And the trivia answer to the question of how many throws can an old guy get in 30 minutes, I believe, is 84. So that's where we got on this. I'm definitely going to try this challenge again. Again, it's not just about getting the distance, it's also about getting the accuracy. Hitting circle 1 from 300 feet or 330 if I get back all the way to the opposite goal line. It's not a big deal when you can get a skip into that area. You don't have to worry so much about height. So, yeah, you guys should go out and do this. So, I'm going to let you finish up watching a little bit and keep on watching the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe.
Not high up. Defender. It's not gonna fight like that. All right, last one's a flippy raider. May have a shot at this one. Get there.
Gotta get it. Come on. Probably about 4 feet too low.
I think we proved it. I have reached my max distance. It is 90 yards. Because I'm at the 20, so that's 80 yards plus the 10 yards. That's 90 yards. So 270 feet plus the height is my max field goal. So if you get a chance, try out this challenge. Maybe you get lucky, find a football field with lines instead of without. But until then, hang on. Go out and do this field goal challenge. And until next time, keep on throwing those flipping discs.